It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Bee, so don't get her pissed. Jason talks like a spaz, and he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ show.
Yeah, hello and good morning. Happy Monday. Welcome to the KVJ show.
Happy Monday and happy birthday.
That's right. Yes, today's my birthday.
Look at you.
I know, right?
Back to back. I mean, you had Father's Day yesterday, and I saw on the social medias you were being adorned and just showered with love by your family.
Oh yeah, it was a solid weekend. It was nice. They paid attention to me.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Like, what's
crazy.
going on?
This is such a weird feeling.
I thought maybe you guys didn't like me.
I know. No, I got lots of love.
Aww.
So it was nice. It was
That's
so nice.
cool.
Yeah, it was good.
You have to give me a rundown of all the fun stuff you did. I saw you were doing all kind of like Buckeye stuff.
Yeah, we went to, they normally do this cruise with the Ohio State Buckeyes. It's a cruise for cancer. So they raise money for cancer research, and they didn't take the boat out that they normally do. They normally get a whole cruise ship, and this year instead they just got a whole hotel on the ocean in Fort Lauderdale. And
Fancy.
so, yeah, they do that. There's a lot of Buckeye people, so they got the whole thing, and so it was just wall-to-wall Buckeyes and old players and things like that. So my son Cannon was able to go and take photos with players like there's a guy named Ezekiel Elliott who's a running back for the Cowboys. And
Gotcha.
So, yeah, so he loved all that. So it was fun. We did that on Saturday.
Nice.
Yes. And yesterday just kind of like chilled out. So it was all good for Father's Day.
Sweet.
Went to Drive Shack.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
You love that place.
Yeah. That was a good time. So it was pretty solid. Did you have a good weekend?
We did. We ended up doing the Father's Daying yesterday. Took Panda out for his beautiful steak dinner.
Okay.
Which he loved.
That sounds nice.
Saturday, we're trying to go car shopping. That didn't go so well.
Okay. Yeah, I can't wait to hear the rundown on that. It ended in tears.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay.
Drama. Tears in the off-lease only bathroom. And not just tears, but like...
it was the quivering cry.
Open sobbing loudly in the off-lease only bathroom.
Well, it's no fun if somebody doesn't just openly sob while car shopping. Oh, that's fun. Okay. We'll break that down. Where's Bird today?
So he sent me a text. He is on the floor at his house.
Oh, no.
He threw his back out, and he can't even reach his computer on the counter.
Oh, geez.
Much less get his car keys and try to drive to work.
Oh, no.
He said he was going to try, and so he didn't want to tell you until he knew he wasn't coming.
Okay.
But he might still try. I don't know. I haven't talked to him in a couple minutes. I'm going to text him here in a second.
Oh, man. Ain't that back.
But
That's
his
crazy.
back was starting to bother him last week. And he and I had back pains at the same time. Mine got better over the weekend, thank God.
Right.
But I think his always does that gradual decline where it starts out hurting him and then pretty much he's going to be incapacitated within a matter of days.
Right. Okay. Well, sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's just slumbering on his floor, huh?
We should go over there. We could do the show from his new podcast studio.
Oh, that's a good idea.
We could come to him.
We could dangle a mic down to him on the floor. Yeah, might not be a bad idea.
Yeah, he had all kind of activity over there this weekend. He had Denny's cats.
Right.
I was looking at Facebook videos, like, whoa, that's a lot going on.
Okay. All right. Well, interesting. Always an interesting day here at the KVJ show. So myself and Virginia, we will soldier on KVJ TV right now. You can go to YouTube and look for the KVJ show.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
Man, this little scandal with Chrissy Teigen and that guy that put out all those messages, this thing is juicy. It sounds like the guy that put out those messages saying they were from Chrissy Teigen actually faked them.
So what is this? I don't know. I just saw a brief thing about this, and I was unaware of it.
So this guy claims that Chrissy Teigen ruined his career and purposefully blackballed him in the fashion industry.
Okay.
This guy was an up-and-coming fashion designer who had been on a reality show, and I guess some of his co-workers had put together something that made it look like he used the N-word. And Chrissy saw that. And then, she was upset with him. But I guess she never took it to the point that he claimed she did. And he fabricated all these direct messages.
Okay, trying to make her look like she's more awful than...
Yes.
Yeah.
And then how they figured it out was they went back and they looked at the direct messages. And the top of Instagram back in the day didn't have video messaging. When this happened, there was no video messaging, but on these texts, the video messaging icon was up there. And so that's how people were able to figure out that this Michael Costello guy faked it.
Right.
And maybe Chrissy was mean to him, but maybe she wasn't as mean as he claimed.
Okay.
Just crazy and layered.
Yeah.
In other news, I don't know if you saw that Carmelo, Anthony, and Lala are getting a divorce. 11 years they've been together. I saw it break last week, and I was like, oh, well, okay, yeah, another Hollywood divorce. And we didn't really even include it in the dirt last week. But then today, I was reading that the reason they're getting divorced is because he had a whole secret relationship with an unnamed woman that he flew out to London when this woman became pregnant with his twins.
Right.
And then the woman had the babies prematurely. The babies are sick. They're in the neonatal ICU, and it's all this drama.
Yeah.
And so I guess with all the drama, Lala found out about it.
Yeah, that one's a pretty layered, crazy story. Because he had cheated on her before.
Right. And they had split up, too, at some point. And I think when they had split up, he had got with several girls. But when he got with this girl that got pregnant, they were together.
Okay.
Yeah, he was back with Lala when this girl got pregnant.
And then there's something in this story, too, where the woman is saying that Kim Kardashian has hired a private investigator to try to sniff out her identity.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because I guess Kim Kardashian's really good friends with Lala. They're like best friends.
Oh, boy.
And so Kim Kardashian's involved, trying to expose this woman.
Don't you have enough to worry about?
I know, right?
Kim,
you would think,
aren't you busy with your divorce and
all this extra time?
Passing the bar?
Yeah.
Focus. And that's what's going on in your dirt.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
Well, Jaybird usually leads us off here, but he's thrown his back out, so he's not with us today. Unfortunately, he's still laying out on his floor.
He's laid out like a beached fish.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm assuming you did not spend the night then with him last night, Denny's?
Not last night. I was there all the way up until Saturday night.
Oh, okay.
How was his back on Saturday?
I mean, we were pretty active all weekend.
Okay.
So, I mean, I think he was
rambunctious weekend?
Yeah, I think it was just ripe to happen,
Laid him out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fun, two guys just splashing around in the pool.
Just two guys partying.
No bathing
It
suits.
could easily hurt someone's back, yeah.
Okay. He needs a day to recuperate.
Which is nice. I'm so happy the tenting is done. The whole thing's done. I went and cleared out the house. And
how'd
everything.
that go?
It went really well. I mean, you could almost argue that you'd have no idea they did anything because, I mean, it's like gas. They keep it in the tent, I guess. So they pump gas in your house. The tent is just to prevent it from poisoning your neighbors and such.
I kind of wanted that when I came back. I'm like going, how would I know that they even did anything?
Well, it says it has no residue, no scent. I'm like, well, you guys could have
nothing.
just came and hung out for 3 days, you know?
When they heated up my house, because I did the heat up the house instead of the tent. Who knows what's the right thing? But when I came back, I was touching stuff and it was all still warm.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, so I was like, ooh, wow, that's kind of weird. I came back like an hour after it was supposed to be safe and everything in the house was still hot.
That's cool. Yeah, see, that was my one concern. I moved all my guitars out because they said the house, you have to have your air off for almost 2 days.
Oh,
which is pretty
humidity.
devastating in Florida. Yeah. So They crank it right back on, but yeah, I was like afraid of things getting destroyed, maybe, or I don't know, maybe warping from the heat.
Do you see like a bunch of dead termites everywhere? Or?
No, I don't see anything dead. I guess anything dead would have died in. One kind of a bummer though, I guess, is a bunch of stuff dies from this, bug wise, and then ants. You'll get a bunch of ants for a week because the ants are coming in and eating the dead bugs.
Oh.
No way.
And then they leave. The ants leave after all the there's nothing left.
No way.
So you don't have a termite problem, but now you have an ant problem?
They give you get ants for about a week.
I didn't know ants were cannibalistic like that.
They eat everything. They
really?
They tear down everything. Yeah.
Huh.
Termite carcasses.
Ant fun facts, Virginia. Did you know that?
These ants are animals.
Oh my goodness.
They're savage.
It's really kind of horrifying, actually.
Totally is horrifying.
I had no idea.
But it's a whole to-do. Getting your house tented, whole thing. But
well, I do want to point out here, because today is
today's your birthday.
Yes, here.
Virginia made a sweet vodka plant, little mini bottles of vodka up there. It's always safe when you got a guy that likes a certain kind of beverage. It's so simple to ever get them a gift. All you have to do is just buy them a bottle of whatever they drink.
And there's vodka. There's some Fireball in there in case your daughter comes over.
Yeah, I'll nip on the Fireball every now and then.
Me too. I like it really, really cold.
Yeah.
I'll sip on it. And then we got you some bottles of tequila too. This is from everybody. We all got all this.
Oh, thank you guys. That's amazing. Yeah,
Don Julio.
Tequila Blanco. Sí, Don Julio. Mi favorito. Thank you very much.
You're so welcome.
Appreciate that. So that's a nice little birthday. So I'm going to be obviously not any more sober in the next year as I was in the last. So.
Yeah, I mean, sober is overrated. I did it yesterday for Father's Day. Father's Day wasn't that great.
Okay, yeah.
Just kidding.
You're right.
Just kidding.
It does kind of liven things up a little bit.
I'm just kidding.
No doubt about it.
I did that for Panda.
You did. That was his present. I give you the gift of my sobriety.
I'm going to behave myself on Father's Day.
That's a gift from Virginia. Here you go. Here's my sobriety. I will kick off with one thing that is on my mind, and this is just the craziest thing about eating out. If you have special health regulations that you do as far as like what you eat, and some people, I sympathize with people that have allergies because I have a friend of mine, his kid has the peanut allergy thing, and man, he's had once or twice where they've gone out and they've even kind of said something and they screwed up and gave him some with the peanuts in it. His throat closes up and all that kind of stuff.
Oh my.
So I don't have that, but it is something where if you eat keto like I do, and I don't obsess about it, but I try to stay away from, the carbs and things like that. So immediately my eyes gravitate towards what's the meat vegetable options that I have. It's not going to have any kind of carbs in it.
Sure.
And basically the white processed flour. So this lets you know just how tricky it is. There is a former IHOP employee, and if it can believe, because it does come from Trick Talk, he's revealed that IHOP's famously fluffy omelets are made with pancake batter.
Really?
They put it in there and it makes them real fluffy and delicious, but if you've got celiac disease or if you're on keto like me, it's not something that's actually on your diet. So you would think...
An omelet?
Right. You typically, for me, being the keto guy, I go for omelets pretty fast. A garden omelet is, bam, that's right up my alley. But little do you know is that some of these omelets might actually contain something like pancake batter, which is clearly not on what the diet is. It just goes to show you how tricky it is when you order out at restaurants. You really don't know what you're getting.
I am going to try that trick, though. If you want to make a fluffier omelet, add a little pancake batter.
You're right,
that.
Yeah, if you're not trying to stay away from it, go for it.
Nobody in my house is keto. They go the opposite way.
Yeah.
They go the Jay Bird way. Of carb on carb on carb.
Well, they're enjoying life more than I am. So good for them.
They're all happy.
Yes, they're very happy. What's on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, I wanted to remind people about this restaurant that I forgot about. Do you know about Blue Point Bar and Grill?
Sounds familiar.
So it's just past the Martin County line.
I do know where it is, yes.
Right there at Martin County and Palm Beach County, there. It's just north on the Martin County side. It's on the intercoastal. So I haven't been there since before the pandemic.
Okay.
We used to go there occasionally. It was cute. What's so cool about it for families is there's a swimming pool in the middle of the restaurant.
Right.
And now what they've done post-pandemic, which is brilliant, they have quadrupled the amount of tables and seating and dining that they have. They've tricked out their menu. They've added another bar. They've made it so easy. So when you go, you have to kind of park far away. They have golf carts that drive you over there.
Oh, that's cool.
The kids love a golf cart ride.
They do.
So does Mama after a few beers. It's fun. But I'm just saying, it's all kind of perfect for post-COVID family fun. And it was a place that I had forgotten about.
Yeah.
Blue Point. Look it up.
All right.
Yeah, it is kind of cool as people kind of get back out. People are rediscovering some of the restaurants and places that they used to go and love.
Rocco swam the whole time. Me and Panda had a nice, pleasant dinner.
How lovely is that,
Lovely. Lovely.
Okay, with Bird out today, we'll go to Denny's. What you got on your mind today, Denny's?
Well, so Bird and I made a trip up to Stewart, my old stomping grounds. I haven't been there in so long.
What was that for?
Well, so I don't know. You can see everything's done on social media now. So, I mean, you guys were talking about how you go on Trick Talk to find all these things. On Facebook, and I'm sure you guys have heard of them, there's all these groups that you can follow. So if you're looking for items or, so I follow a video game thread. So if any old retro games are in the area and I'm interested in it, I can shoot them a text and then I can just meet them. And a lot of people do trading now as kind of a big thing. Yeah.
Okay.
And you guys always hear Bird talking about how the older toys are coming in. They do the same type of thing. In fact, if there's anything you're looking for, furniture, TVs, instead of like selling your TV, because one thing I had a large television I had to sell to a friend, but I actually contacted the company and saying, hey, is there anything I can do with this old television? I don't want to get rid of it. It's still good. I just want to upgrade to another television. And there's no program for that. I even called the company and they were like, oh, geez, we should start a program for that. But now, I mean, if you use these groups and stuff, you can trade with people. Otherwise, you just put it out at the curb hoping someone takes it, or you throw it out, or you try to give it away to a friend or something. Well, anyway, so it was a retro system that I've had on my radar for a while. They had it up in Stewart, and I asked Bert if he wanted to ride with me up there since we had the time off. He's like, absolutely. But it's just funny when you go back to a place you haven't been in a long time, especially a place you know very well. Right. Just to see how much it changes. And I was just getting flooded with these memories of my old stomping grounds, and it's just so funny as we're riding, me and Bird. I'm just like, oh, and that used to be an RJ Gators, and oh, that used to be and it's just funny. It's almost like it's maybe it should be a part of life to go visit where you came from and kind of just roam the streets again.
I love doing that. So the other day I was on Google Earth, and you can look on the satellite. I was looking at my old house that I grew up in, and it's just so weird to go look at the old house you grew up in on Google Earth and see how the new people are taking care of it, or in my case, not taking care of it.
Absolutely, which always seems to be the case.
It looks awful, but it looks way more broke down than we lived there. And when we lived there, it was pretty broke down.
Yeah, but that place is Stewart's odd because it's a small town, but it's also, I guess the population must be growing because the traffic was pretty intense. I felt like there was a lot of traffic there. And a lot of the places that used to be empty fields are now gigantic shopping centers and stuff. So you can see that they're kind of a city that's on the precipice of transitioning into a larger city. But I feel like there might be some resistance because there's still... If you go down to downtown Stewart, that place looks like it's been untouched by time.
And it
so blew my mind.
Charming.
Super charming.
Downtown Stewart is adorable. I actually wish I spent more time there.
Yeah, well, so we went on Facebook Live. We asked anyone what's the best pizza places around. Of course, Jason wants to do that. So we ended up grabbing from a few different places. He did like a whole taste analysis. So I think he likes some Stewart pizza.
Okay.
There was a place, I can't say the name because we kept pronouncing it wrong and it sounds like a bad word. I'll have to write it down and get the actual pronunciation. But it's I don't want to say it on air by accident.
Yeah, I saw you guys were up there. You guys did a Facebook Live video, and people were kind of chiming in with places that you definitely had to go check out while you're up there.
That's fun.
It was super fun. And some of the spots that I remember, I was like, oh, let's go here, and it would be gone or it would be moved. It was just, I definitely recommend, at least for the nostalgic burst you'll get. I couldn't stop talking for 25 minutes while I was just going over all these things I hadn't seen for years.
Everybody should do that. Go back to the neighborhoods that you grew up in and used to run the streets in when you were young and just reflect. It's a really cool thing to just see how things have changed.
Yeah, see, that's the word I can't pronounce. I don't want to say it wrong. Yeah, I know. You're looking at it. We tried 4 times.
That's the name of the pizza place?
I know. I was like, they should change that name, right?
You want me to try to say it, Kevin?
Let me see it. What is it?
It's written at the bottom of that paper. But yeah, you don't want to say it wrong.
Yeah, which we did like 4 times while we were at the restaurant. The guy corrected us, but I can't remember how to say it now.
You know what? I'll blatantly say it wrong.
You want to take a stab at that one?
Pistachios.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that place is pretty solid, though.
Yeah. Okay. And if you're just tuning in, a bird threw his back out again, so he is on his floor.
Literally laying out. Mm-hmm. Like a drunk guy in front of 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Which we've all seen.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he's laid out today. Hopefully we'll get some updates on him. Hopefully he's doing better. Some people are saying, yeah, you know what, on the IHOP menu, they say that they put the pancake batter right in there on the menu.
Wow, so they have to say it now. I'm sure they have to disclose it because of people's sensitivities.
Yeah. And admittedly, it's maybe been a decade since I've had an IHOP omelet. So, yeah.
Last time I was in IHOP, I just remember being all upset because they don't serve alcohol. I'm like, let's go. This is ridiculous.
How dare they?
How dare brunch not serve alcohol? I am so out of here.
How dare they? Well, what do you think about this, Virginia? I know that you and Panda will keep your expenditures separate. A lot of times, you guys basically have your own little play money. And this is somebody that may be setting it up a little bit too late and having some problems with it. This email that came into us said, my sister asked me for advice, but she didn't like what I had to say. She and her husband got married right after she graduated from college. Then she immediately got pregnant, and a few years later, they had another kid. All the while, he paid the bills, and she stayed home with the kids. He makes enough that they do nicely with just his paycheck, but they're done making babies, and she recently got back into the workforce, so she's working full-time and makes nowhere near the money he does. So she thinks it's kind of weird that he doesn't want to have her own checking account. She wants her own account to cover her shopping, her hair, little knickknacks she likes to buy. In her mind, this does save them money. In the past, that money came out of the general fund, i.e. his paycheck. But now she'll cover that while nothing will change for him. She thinks it's fair, but he doesn't because he said for 10 years he's paid for everything. And if anybody should be getting a break and getting their own play money, it's him. I told her that her husband has a very good point, and now my sister is upset with me.
Her husband actually does have a good point.
Yeah.
I hate to tell her,
right,
but
because he is going to be still covering all the bills, and she's just got fast fun cash.
You can fix this still, and you can have your own separate accounts if that's what you want to do. You just have to start absorbing some of the household bills that he pays for. Maybe you take the water bill. Maybe you take the FPL or the equivalent wherever y'all live.
Right.
Maybe you take the groceries. You can't just have your play money and just woohoo! It's a pot ad. I'm not gonna contribute nothing.
Right. That sounds exactly like what she's doing.
No, she's definitely in the wrong, and if she can't see that, she's a little selfish.
Yeah. She just thinks, okay, this is fun. I'm gonna step off and have a really good time.
Maybe, they divvy up some of the household bills. Come on, girl.
Yeah. It's got to be fair.
It's got to be fair.
Mm-hmm. Can the average American family no longer afford Disney? That's kind of what they're saying on some of the numbers here.
Really?
Yeah, it's really kind of crazy. If you look at some of the hotel prices and how much they're climbing to, especially like the hotel stuff right now. Now, I know a lot of people, when you go to Orlando, you just stay off property, and that seems like about the best way to do it. They're saying that in July, the cheapest room you could get was $463, somewhere as high as $800.
$463 was the cheapest?
Yeah, that's what they said. Now, this was for Disneyland, but they're saying that they're noticing some of the same similarities with Disney World and Disneyland. And I guess this is just maybe, because remember how much money was it? Over $1 billion, I think, Disney had lost in the early days of the pandemic. And so who knows where that is now?
Yeah, but I mean, 400 and something bucks a night. Guess what, kids? We're not going to Disney.
Yeah.
We're not staying on property anyway.
Yeah, they're saying a Disney vacation will now set a family of four back more than $6,000 for just 5 days.
Oh, hell no.
While the average annual income in America now stands at $68,703 or $5,725 each month. So you are really taking your salary for the month for 5 days at Disney.
We are taking it down the street to the La Quinta.
Yeah.
I am not going to be staying on property if that's the pricing.
Well, yeah, I would say that, it's finding all these little hacks as much as you possibly can because, when you start adding in food and all the gifts and things like that the family wants to buy, I know a lot of people will buy their gifts and all that off property.
That's true. There's gift shops galore in Orlando.
Right.
T-shirt shops, places where you can go and get like two T-shirts for $10.
Right. That's the kind of stuff that you want to find. So you probably need to kind of go into it.
Or that hack we learned on TikTok last week. Go into Disney dressed scantily clad with maybe some under bra showing, and Disney will give you a voucher for a new T-shirt because they don't want to see your under bra.
Wow. Okay. That was an interesting little hack. Somebody's saying right now I'm staying at Wilderness Lodge in July for $350 a night.
Ooh.
Yeah, but that is deluxe. The value resort's much cheaper, going for about $150 if you're going to be trying to price that out. Somebody said my daughter is 17 now. We used to take her to Disney every year. It would cost us no less than $1,500 for a family of 3. That's with us staying at one of the Disney budget hotels as well as just 2 days worth of park hopper passes and food and souvenirs.
Anything in the $100, $200 a night range, I think is doable for families. Once you start asking people to pay $300, $400, $500 a night for their vacation, it becomes unattainable.
Yeah, it does.
You better make that value resort a value or stop calling it that.
Well, listen to this. Somebody said we wanted to do Universal for my daughter's birthday. It would cost $800 just for the tickets for 4 people for 2 parks, 2 days time. Then you got hotel, food, swag. So $1,500 to go to Orlando for the weekend. It's insane. So yeah.
We're doing Legoland for Rocco's birthday. And we're only doing like Friday, Saturday, Sunday because it was just so crazy. We're staying on property at the Pirate Hotel, but like they want like $280 a night for a room.
Yeah, so I'm wondering right now, are people seeing a spike in some of the Disney prices as they try to make up money from what they lost being closed for the pandemic? Are you going to start seeing that? So, is right now a really tough time? Maybe you thought this was going to be the summer you go to Disney because you're missing it so much. Are you best to maybe hit pause and say, can we do something else this summer and then maybe get back to Disney next summer because there's an inflation on prices?
Great question. Yeah, maybe do something a little bit more scaled down, outdoorsy. Yeah. A lot of people are doing Airbnbs now. Mm-hmm. That's a lot cheaper than some of these hotel prices.
Yeah, some people are saying, keep in mind, if you're a Florida resident, you can save some money. And this is the time to do it, too, maybe in the summer. So maybe you can get up there and do some stuff. But, yeah, just to let you know, it is not cheap to do that summer vacation if you're going to be going to Disney. If you're looking to save some money, today's that Amazon Prime Day. Is this something that you jump on, Virginia? It's today and tomorrow.
No, it's not.
Okay.
I don't.
Yeah, I was kind of looking at it. I'm like, okay, what are you getting on Amazon Prime that you need? And when they were talking about the best deals that people were getting, I'm like, well, who really actually needs this stuff? It was things like, an Apple Watch. It's maybe nice. They say that was one of the biggest deals. You can save $120 on the Series 6 compared to the Apple Store. They've got Echo Buds, saving you $40 on those. The Echo Dot, which is that home speaker where you can save $40 with a code on that, and a Roku where you can save $31. But I'm like, is that anything anybody really desperately needs?
No, I mean, if you were already going to buy one of those things,
right,
great. But that's how they get you, because they say, oh, it's discounted 60%, and then all these people buy it. And if you weren't going to buy it anyway, don't buy it just because it's on sale.
Yeah. So I'm just wondering if this is really a lot of hype and not a lot of great stuff going on, because they said Amazon Prime Day this year might not be as good because around 60% of the stuff that we buy on Amazon comes from third-party sellers, and a lot of them don't have the same deep discounts as usual. So the costs are up from the pandemic, and they don't have as much overstock, so the profit margins are tighter. So if you're expecting to be blown away by Amazon Prime Day today and tomorrow, maybe that's not going to be the case this year. Well, we got a bird crawling back in here into the studio.
Uh-oh.
It looks like a monster crawling up the side of the console there, trying to get into his chair. There it comes.
Too high.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bird threw us back out.
Oh, can you help me with this?
What's the matter?
This chair's too high.
Yeah.
Can we push it? Thank
Want me to sit on it?
Yeah, there you go. And then squeeze down.
Sit on it.
Oh,
Is that good?
There you go.
perfect.
Bring that right
Thank
down
you.
there. Yeah.
I got the ass for the job. Just call me in.
You need a sitter. I sit hard.
That's good teamwork.
I sit strong.
Yeah. Yeah. so-
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Don't mind me and my back issue here. Happy birthday, big guy.
Thank you very
He
much.
couldn't let you have the attention on your birthday. He had to throw his back out.
Right.
Honestly, I hope the bosses are listening. You didn't have to pay me for today. Seriously, I shouldn't get any payment for my work today. I'm
say
here.
that.
I'm here for support for our
Yeah,
sweet
they'll
Kevin.
definitely take you up on it.
They will definitely take you up on
Yeah,
that.
cool. All right. Strike that out.
I'm so bummed out. I had all of these ideas for Kevin's birthday that were going to be ready. That was half of the prep I was going to send to Kevin, and I threw out my back. And I'm really excited for your presents, but
Okay.
I couldn't lift them today.
Oh, that's all right. You know, we'll just celebrate like tomorrow.
Can we do what Kevin birthday make do?
Yeah.
You give him presents all week.
I like
I
that.
love
Make it birthday week.
Let's
Today
extend
is
this
just
thing out.
day one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not? Well, it's good to have you in here, big guy.
Thank you, guys.
Good to have you in here.
Don't expect much.
You need some pills? What you need?
We'll talk during commercial.
Let me open up Mama's bag of tricks.
Yeah, talking about the Amazon Prime Day. Somebody said they do have a Ring video doorbell and an Alexa Dot for $45, and that's a deal.
Okay, if you were looking to get those things anyway,
Okay.
that is a good deal.
Okay. So there you go. But maybe few and far between here today. So there you go. All right. Well, welcome to your Monday. It is the KVJ show, and we've got another round of Camp KVJ here for you. Looking to save some money. We're talking about the expenditures on Disney. I know Disney's always expensive. Just trying to sniff through to see if Disney's more expensive this year than it has been in a while. So if you're looking at that saying, I don't know, Disney might just be too expensive, here's a great way to do it. Camp KVJ hooking you up with awesome freebies to do right here in South Florida. So you don't need an overpriced hotel room.
Freebies.
Stay at home, take the kids out to Rapids Water Park, got a 4-pack of tickets there, and a 4-pack of tickets to the South Florida Science Center and Aquarium. So if you want the hookup for that right now with Camp KVJ, just call us up 877-979-WRMF. Okay, got some birthdays going on here today. You always do seem to remember the celebrities that share a birthday with you. Lana Del Rey, she's turning 36 today. Happy birthday to her. Prince William is 39 today.
Look at you.
I didn't realize this guy shared my birthday. Brandon Flowers, he's the lead singer of the Killers. That's one of my favorite groups, so I'm very excited about that. Chris Pratt's 42 today, and Juliette Lewis turns 48 today.
Wow, what a day of celebrities.
Is
Yeah.
Juliette Lewis exactly the same as you?
Exactly, yeah. We were born on the exact same day. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Also, happy birthday, Tito, turning 40 today from Yami, Connor, and Zach.
We love your vodka.
Dang, you took my joke.
Your back's hurting. You're slow.
I'm real
Yeah. They are celebrating in Vegas. So there you go.
Oh, now that's a great play. Panda looked at me the other day and he goes, "I'm ready for Vegas again." I was like,
Yeah?
"Really?"
He liked Vegas.
He loved Vegas.
He did it sober style, right?
He might have had a couple cocktails
Okay.
here and there. Yeah, he wasn't completely sober.
Well, if you got any birthdays you ever want to let us know, you can hit us up. Mail at kvjshow.com. And we'll go ahead and get your birthday shout out in. Got Jerry on here from Jupiter. Trying to cash in a little Camp KVJ. You got some nephews you want to hook up today, Jerry?
Yes, sir. I'm going to have them come down from North Carolina and keep them for a week.
Oh,
that's
nice.
very nice. You are going to be the coolest uncle ever, Uncle Jerry. That's a great uncle name, isn't it?
It is
Uncle Jerry.
Jerry.
That's great. How old are the nephews?
11 and 8.
Oh, perfect. This is going to be great stuff for them. You got a 4-pack of tickets to Rapids Water Park and a 4-pack of tickets to the South Florida Science Center and Aquarium. Okay, Uncle Jerry?
Awesome. Thank you, guys. We love you.
All right,
Oh,
bud.
we love you.
Yep. All right, tomorrow, same time, another hookup we got for you right here at Camp KVJ on the KVJ show. Just a couple of minutes. Did you hear, Jay Bird, that car shopping devolved into outright sobbing? And off-lease only?
Oh, my gosh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Loud crying in the restroom at off-lease only.
You or Magnolia?
Stick around.
Yes. It ended with sobbing in the bathroom. That's not really how you want to leave a car dealership.
No.
Yeah, but that's exactly what happened over the weekend. Your daughter Magnolia just recently passed her driver's exam. She's got her license. She's all ready to go. And you're trying to hook her up with a car. And I know the big struggle is she's been wanting an Audi. And you're like, no luxury car for you for the first car. And you're trying to get her something that seems more reasonable.
I am. And we went in. We talked about a budget, and I said, okay, I got no problem telling y'all. I told her, because I looked online at offleaseonly.com, who is my sponsor, who, of course, that's where I'm going to go buy a car. I'm not going anywhere else. They are my sponsor. I'm going to go to them. So I told her to go online. We both went online, and I said, okay, it looks to me the max I want to spend is like $15,000. So let me start there with you. $15,000. Look for anything around there or under there.
Yeah.
And then we discussed, okay, well, what if she sells the jet ski? All right, well, we bought the jet ski. We think we bought it for like $9,000. It may have been a little less.
Okay.
But it's depreciated because, of course, she's beat the hell out of this jet ski.
Oh, okay.
People came to look at it yesterday in my front yard, and they were like, where's this? Where's that? Oh, that fell off. That's broken. She don't know where the door to this is.
We'll give you $900 for it.
The seat's all jacked up. Like, this thing has some miles on it.
Okay.
And so it's not going to be worth what we paid for it. That's for darn sure.
Okay.
So maybe we'll get, I don't know, $5,000 or $6,000 for it. I don't know. But so if we put $5,000 or $6,000 towards that $15,000 I said I would do.
Yeah.
Then we're talking about still a $20,000 car would be our limit.
Which you get nice cars, man, for $20,000.
You absolutely can. But guess what the Audi is?
I don't know, $28,000.
Yeah, it's like 24, 25. The Audi's more.
Okay.
And she could not believe that we weren't leaving that dealership with the Audi. Like,
so she went in there without a doubt. You said it's $15,000, Mags, no matter what.
Yeah.
She still thought she was going to talk her way into getting the. Did she know going in how much the Audi was?
yeah.
Okay, so she knew it was 24.
She went online and she saw the prices. So I guess a few months ago they had some Audis for 18, which I would have worked with her on.
Okay.
I would have worked with her on 18. I'm not working on 24. I'm not working on 23.
So,
I'm not working on 22.
You set a hard line. You're not about to cross it, and that's where we had the drama.
It's a first car.
Yeah.
My first car cost $400.
Yeah. Now, do you have any idea?
But you old?
I am old AF.
Do you have
but
any idea like
still.
what the payments would be on something like that per month?
No, we didn't get that far.
Okay.
But I was even willing to do this. So I've got a Tahoe.
Yeah.
It's a 2017 Tahoe. I gave my guy, Ted, over there all the numbers and said, look, figure it out and tell me if it's a good deal for me to trade in my Tahoe, which I know is a high value right now because a lot of people want these big SUVs and there's just not a lot of them in the used car pool.
Okay.
So it's got a big value right now. I said, if I throw in my Tahoe and I get a smaller car and I downsize a little bit, can we make it work where she and I both get a car and I'll even do that for her to make it even a better situation. And I'm not spending over 20 though. I'm just not doing it.
Okay, you're just not doing it. You got your principles.
I do.
Yes.
Okay, so what happened to the...
She couldn't believe it. She starts crying on the lot.
In front of people or just you?
In front of people. And then we go into the dealership and we have to go in the bathroom so she can put herself together. And she can't put herself together. She's openly sobbing. I feel terrible. But what am I going to do? I can't now go back and say, oh, okay, I'll get you the Audi.
Is she going to be mad you're telling the story?
She's sleeping. Let's not talk about it.
Yeah, she'll never find out.
She came home at midnight. It's summer. And I'm fine with that. She can come home at midnight. She's allowed to drive the Tahoe.
What a story, huh, Kev?
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of drama.
It's a lot of drama.
So you guys ended up leaving with nothing.
Nothing.
Are you? So how's you and Mags now?
She's
upset. If we're talking about it, I got to do my job and be a journalist.
Well, I think we're going to go back online today, and she's going to really look at it. I told her I wanted her to get a little Jeep like you have.
Yeah, a little.
It's cute.
I'm just kidding.
It's adorable. It's fun. It's a great car, and it would be perfect for her. And it was not anywhere close to 20 grand. It was closer to like 15, right?
My little Jeep, which it is little, but I like that. My Jeep's perfect for me. No, I think I paid like 12 for that.
Yeah.
12.5.
See, that's what I wanted for
Right.
her for a first car.
Yeah.
That to me is realistic and normal and on pace with being a regular human.
Yeah, a lot of people are also pointing out, too, that you started off this conversation talking about the condition where she took the jet ski from where you bought it to now where you're trying to sell it and say, hey, look, I mean, how you treat the jet ski, why would I buy you this Audi when you didn't take care of the last big purchase I got for you?
Well,
at least maybe as much as you should.
The bottom line is, too, I mean, this is just a temper tantrum because you're willing to... trade in the tile. You're trying to make
I'm trying to
You
be
are.
cool. I really am trying to be cool, but there's a certain point where I am going to snap and start dropping F-bombs in the middle of off-lease only. It will happen.
Well, nobody doubts that.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that did not happen.
I was trying to be cool.
So what's that like when the ride, is it quiet during the ride home?
Oh, no, she just sat in the back seat and sobbed.
And it was just you in the front? Like an Uber? The Vuber. Virginia Uber.
Yeah. Have you had the discussion about maintenance on an Audi with Magnolia?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
She wasn't hearing it.
Okay.
I even reached out to our trusted mechanic, Klepto, asked him what he felt about Audis, and he did tell me, they're a well-made car. They're solid. They're good cars. But when you go to fix stuff, they are way more expensive than like a Ford or a Mitsubishi or a... whatever else that I was trying to lean her towards, a Honda, something that's a little bit more affordable to fix.
Yeah.
I wish you guys could have seen my first car. Oh, man. What a piece of crap.
And you loved it.
89 Sunbird. Yeah, it had some great air condition. I could play my Billy Joel. I was set.
Yeah. Yeah, I had the kind of car that we'd put dents in it, we'd kick it, and the dents would pop out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great car. If I had 4 football players in the car with me, they could lift it out of ditches.
I
Wow.
mean, for your first car, and I know that
It's a Toyota Tercel.
we're living in modern times. There's a lot of kids with these nice cars.
Well,
but
you're living in a different area, and
We
this
are.
is what's tough.
yeah.
South Florida is very different from where I grew up
Yeah.
in Louisiana. You would never spend $15,000 on
No.
a kid's first car.
No, the philosophy I would have, no matter where we would live, for my first kid, I'd say we're going to get a reliable, safe, affordable car, and that's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
And if you don't like it, there's this thing called walking.
Yes. What's the deal with the insurance, too? Because people were saying that the insurance is crazy high on Audis. What did you say your car insurance was going to go up to, Virginia? Because I know...
We haven't even looked at that yet.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, because that is killer. That's what I can't believe. I still got 2 twins that are 23, and I can't wait. I think when they turn 24, maybe they get booted off our insurance.
Yeah,
And-
I think it is.
happy days are ahead because, man, even at their age, we're paying a crazy amount for the car insurance. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm sure that's going to be a sticker shock, too, when I find that out.
Oh, it's going to...
That's life-changing.
It's gonna
Another reason
suck.
not to get the Audi, but here's the deal, though. Mags knows she has to pay the insurance and she has to pay the gas.
I don't know how she could. I look at what our insurance is.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of money, man. I don't... Unless she's working them 40 hours a week.
Yeah.
Well, for summer she could, but then when she goes back to school, she gets to tape her hours back.
Yeah, it is unbelievable how much we pay in car insurance. So, all right, well, it's got all the makings of a great drama in there, Virginia.
It was so bad. So when we first got there, I was videoing the experience.
Oh, no.
And then I just had to put my phone away.
no.
Okay.
Because I was like, I can't even video this. It's that bad.
That is the worst when a video production turns to tears. We've been a part of a few of those productions.
It was awful.
Okay. Let me see. Cindy's got another thought here to add to with getting an Audi for your kid for the first car. What'd you want to say, Cindy?
Hi, good morning. I wanted to say, Virginia, stay away from Audis because what you're not factoring in is those repair costs for those older Audis, and that can be, just out of the park. Mm-hmm. And then also, what about the insurance for a 16-year-old driver? That's all got to be factored into there. And I really feel for you being a mom and having to be put in this position. My kids are now adults, but when my son was a 16-year-old driver, we got him a truck. 4 weeks later, he got in an accident in it.
Yep.
And then my daughter wanted an Acura, this cute little sports car. We got her that, and she trashed that car. So as hard as it's going to be, you need to teach her delayed gratification and say, honey, we're going to get you transportation. It's going to be nice. It's going to be safe. But that Audi is something you can work for after you graduate from college.
Yeah. I mean, that's something that you earn.
It's better to teach her it now.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's better to teach her it now than when she's getting out of college and now she's in debt and doesn't know how to pay her mortgage,
Yeah.
Well, yeah. And when we walked around the car lot, I think she was so hyper-focused on the Audi, she wasn't even allowing herself to look at the Ford or the Chevrolet. They had some cute little cars, like little hatchbacks, little Jeeps, little ones like Jaybird has. Like, there was a lot of options for her that she was just turning her nose up at. I think now when the reality of, oh my gosh, the Audi is not happening.
Yeah.
I think when that finally soaks in, she might be more open to some of the other models.
Okay. Well, so is life, right? It's full of disappointments.
I said it earlier. What a story.
Yeah.
Do you want to come car shopping with us?
I do not. No, I'm trying to stay away from tears.
I'm just enjoying watching the saga because I got my own little side bets going on with what car Magnolia's eventually going to wind up with. So.
I don't know. I'm starting to look at the witch saying she ain't getting no Audi.
Well, I told y'all I don't feel good about the Audi. I never felt good about the Audi.
Yeah.
But the problem is one of her little best friends got the Audi.
Sure.
And so it becomes like a peer pressure thing. And she loves her friend's Audi.
Yeah.
Man, one of my best friends in high school was so super rich, and just the difference in everything we owned was amazing.
From shoes to cars.
Oh, you could tell we both grew up on different sides of the tracks.
Somebody who works for Audi said, don't get the old Audis. You will pay so much money in repairs.
Oh.
It's kind of
somebody who works for it, yes.
It's kind of turning into a bloodbath.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
They don't have anything old. Like when they say old, what do they mean? Like everything at Off Lease Only is like 2017 and above.
Okay.
Is that old?
Well, the older a car, just with every year that goes on, I mean, we're not buying this car from Max just for a year or two, right?
No.
So you got to think about that.
Yeah.
Hopefully this car, whatever we get, will get her off to college.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
hopefully it's going to be a car that's going to be around for a while, but
Damn it.
it's breaking down.
In my day, I paid $450 for my first car, and I loved it.
Yeah, that's it. I hear you. I'm right there with you. All right, time to think fast here on the KVJ show. I know Jaber's not moving fast. His brain doing better on his back.
I can't scream. My answer, because if I scream like I normally do, it's going to hurt.
Yourself.
So my answers have to be Nat or whatever we do.
Wow. Okay. How about that? Bird might be a little subdued today.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. To
We don't know you.
I know.
Okay. All right. Let's see how well you guys can do here. Sensible answers we're looking at for each of these topics. Think fast. It's Virginia, Jaybird, and Denny's. First one up. Something you use a lot in the summer that starts with the letter F.
Fan.
Oh, gosh.
That was bad.
Oh my.
What was your answer?
Fun to watch, but what was that?
I didn't mean to scream. Dang it.
He said he waited, then he screamed, then he hurt himself, and he didn't have an
He
answer.
screamed right after he told himself he wasn't going to scream.
Yeah. And hurt himself. This is going to be fun to watch.
And what'd you say?
Float.
Okay. All right, Virginia with the first point here. All right, think fast. A tree climbing animal that starts with the letter C.
Cat.
Chinchilla.
Chimp.
Okay, Virginia, you said what?
Cat.
Okay. Did she get in fursuits? Okay, he's going to go with that. Okay.
Denny said chinchilla.
It's too many syllables.
Chinchilla.
Chimp, cat.
It's hard to get out.
Yeah.
Okay, Virginia with a quick 2-zip lead here.
How you doing, Bird? He don't look good.
I'm on the ropes.
He looks like when you see a mom in labor when she's about
Yes.
4 centimeters dilated.
Yeah, her hands are on the hips.
Her hands
back
are on the
hips.
hips.
Yeah.
She's breathing heavy.
Denny's is my birthing partner.
Push, Bird.
Okay, think fast here. A criminal that doesn't carry a gun that starts with the letter H.
Hooker.
Oh.
Okay, yeah.
That's a
okay,
good
I guess it'd be a crime. Yeah,
Should carry a gun.
It's not. It's concealed. She doesn't have the papers.
yeah okay. All right, we're going. I was thinking hacker, but hooker.
Oh,
I know.
I love it.
Yeah. Okay, next up, a way to travel from South Florida to Tampa that starts with the letter A.
Airplane.
Amtrak.
Which is faster, Virginia? So you're saying Virginia? Okay, airplane, Amtrak, either one works.
You and Suits dating on the side?
You don't know.
A lot of points.
A lot of controversial points, Denny's.
I'll slide him a 5 for each point he gives me.
Okay, Virginia can wrap it up. She gets one more here.
Take a dive, Sinicki.
All right, think fast. Something you might find in a shower that starts with the letter L.
Loofah.
Oh, Virginia's done. Got it wrapped up.
Love.
Love.
You can make love in the shower.
You been doing any of that lately?
None of your bees.
Self-love?
That's how I hurt my back.
That's how
Yeah.
you worked yourself into a frenzy in the
lather.
shower.
Okay, who do you need to call out today and for what? Many different ways to get them in. You can text them to us, 877-979-WRMF. Or you can also actually use the mic drop feature that we've got on the free 97.9 WRMF app, like what Tim did with his call him out here today.
Hey, I want to go ahead and call out a female employee that was giving me a massage over the weekend. I went to a massage parlor and I thought it was a reputable place. I got back pain, so I was just actually looking to get a little relief. But I swear to you guys, every 2 minutes, this woman kept touching my testicles. And when I finally said something, she claimed it was an accident. But no, it wasn't. This person was trying to solicit me, and I didn't want anything to do with that.
So that's how they do it. They do a little nard bump, and then that's the way to kind of let you know that there could be more at the end of this thing.
Well, it sounds like it's several nard bumps, Kevin, but they're all accidental. Like, oh, by the 5th nard bump, you go, that's a lot of nard bumps.
Okay, so you keep tapping the nards.
Fascinating.
Well, wouldn't you think that's weird if all of a sudden someone touched your nards accidentally for like the 3rd time?
I'd probably think maybe my nards are too big.
That also could be the problem.
Are your nards getting in the way?
This poor massage therapist can't work around my large nards.
She goes back to her employees. Guys, you're not going to believe how big this guy's nards were.
Here he is calling into the radio station, thinks she's trying to solicit for something. He's just got large nards.
Our next call now is, I was giving this guy a massage and he had the largest nards.
Yeah, maybe we've got some confusion here. Okay, there you go. I know, Jay-Bird, you could use a little massage on your back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Hopefully your nards don't get in the way because we know what you're working
I
with.
think I have that same issue.
It could be tough.
If that guy's getting hit, you're guaranteed to get hit.
Oh, yeah. We got text from Lindsay. She is calling out people who don't say thank you when I hold open a door for them. It just takes a minute to be polite, doesn't it?
It does. And that's a nice thing to do. Just be kind to your fellow man
Yeah.
or woman.
It really is. Yeah, just these little things. We need to do a little bit more of that. There's a little too much tension going on, I noticed, from people out there today. Sarah said people whose driveways are empty, but they park on the street. That's who she's calling out.
That's weird. Why would they do that?
It's a good question. I think she would like to know, too. Why are you doing that? You got an empty driveway. Park your car there. Don't clutter the street. Tia said businesses that don't check spelling and grammar on their advertisements.
Oh.
It is pretty insane how many people misspell stuff where you don't expect them to misspell it. You go, oh, that's a weird error.
I played that game. I went to a place to get one of the seafood boils a couple weeks ago with the family, and I posted up the menu, and I think it was 11 spelling errors they had on there. And they were like ridiculous spelling errors.
They don't have a friend that can come over and take a look at your menu and spell check it.
I couldn't figure it out. I really was kind of blown away.
And then you mass produced it, and then it's all your menus.
And then I know somebody had to tell you, right?
Oh, people love to tell you when something's misspelled.
Let me see. We got a column out here. I'm calling out my mother-in-law who ruined Father's Day lunch by bad-mouthing me to anyone who would listen while she was present in my house.
Oh, no.
That ain't cool. That is not cool.
That is rough.
That's gross.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, that's not good. And honestly, your father, your husband, needs to stand up for you and say, you're not going to be welcome in the house, Ma, if you're going to talk smack about my woman.
Did you fight back? Did you defend yourself, or did you let it be?
It's a good question, but honestly, in that, it should be her husband. These things, I'm telling you, I gained in wisdom. I've been on this planet for 48 years now, and that is one of the things I've learned in marriages is you need to referee any kind of scuffles that happen between your wife and your mama.
Yes.
And you need to be the defender of your wife. And if your mama is out of bounds, like that mama was out of bounds, you don't come into a woman's house and talk smack about her and let that lie.
You know what I've noticed where a lot of the problems with the mother-in-law and the mom is when the mother-in-law will publicly make a statement about how the kid is being raised of some sort. And then I think that is, I've seen that happen.
And if she just runs unchecked, that is going to be a big problem.
Yeah. Mommy, you get a warning. The next one, I'm going to escort you to the door and you're out of here today.
Isn't that what happened with you and your ex-mother-in-law? Wasn't there some, you're not doing things the right way?
Oh, yeah. But just believe I'm not the only one. Every one of his wives have been through it with her. And there's a few of us. It's a club. But I hear the same story, the same overly critical, overly dramatic, overly emotional. All of that, I can't. I don't have time. I can't with you.
Okay. There you go. Some other column outs that we got here today. Jesse Ray had said, people at fast food restaurants who take 100 napkins when they get a small fry.
They're just putting them in their center console in their car.
Absolutely, yeah. They take a large wad of them. I probably have done that definitely before in my life. Heidi said, I want to call out stick families on the back of vehicles. I don't know why, but they annoy the heck out of me.
I kind of get that.
Okay. Somebody else is calling out my friend who went back to her abusive boyfriend after we moved her out to save her.
Oh, my gosh. That's sad.
It really is. You ever seen those things where they just, I don't know, why are they so attracted to these dirtbags?
It happens.
I think sometimes people, they feel they can't do better than their situation. They think, oh, I'll never have a better man than this. And
it won't get better. He won't change. He is lying.
It's just sad because that says to me that her spirit's been broken down, that she thinks she doesn't deserve better than him.
Yeah.
That's awful.
Mm-hmm. Somebody else said, I'd like to call out my own mom who is chummy with my ex-husband and his new girlfriend and her kids and plans things with them and our 4 kids without me.
Gosh, it's so annoying.
That is not cool.
That is so annoying.
That is not cool. Oh, my gosh.
But you any money when you bring it up, they'll go, well, why are you being so defensive? Quit being so sensitive to make it only worse.
Your mom is hanging out with your ex and his new girl?
Yes.
And all the kids are together like it's one big happy family?
What the heck?
I'd be weirded out.
I would be upset. I totally agree. Dang.
Your mama needs to check herself.
Yeah.
That would be so annoying. Could you imagine that?
No.
That's unbelievable. I can't even believe what I'm reading there. Unreal.
I feel like my mom going to hang out with my ex, Pete, and Magnolia at his new family's house.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, because then it's Mags's grandma, so she's going over there to. Well, that makes sense.
No, that'd be weird.
Yeah.
My mom over at Pete's house.
Your mom at Pete's house.
Chummy.
But Magnolia would be there because that's her granddaughter.
Right.
So
Right.
Is this as bad as we think it is? I'm just working it out right now.
It feels weird.
Yeah.
The way Kevin read it felt suspect. But now,
when I put a human face on it, you're like, oh, it's not so bad.
It would make sense because, yeah, if your mom went over to Pete's house and Magnolia was there, your mom's there to see Magnolia and to be peaceful and to keep things kumbaya. She's just being cool for the grandkid.
I don't know. It feels weird.
Okay.
You can come to my house if you want to hang out with your grandkid.
I'm just trying to work it out here.
Okay. Let me see here. We got somebody who said, I want to call out my old boss who wouldn't give me a raise, so I finally got tired and I left, and now she needs to hire 2 people to do my job.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
It's a lot easier to give one person a raise than it is to hire 2 new people.
Lesson to the boss there.
Amen.
Got also some positive call-outs as well. A call-out to Jaybird and Denny's for walking in with snacks and goodies and hanging out with the pickle crew on Saturday.
Well, we were going to call them out for being awesome and having us over there with the pickle squad.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went over for a couple hours.
Where'd you go?
KVJ Nationers.
Yeah, Caesar's house.
Oh, nice.
From KVJ Nation, from the subset of the Pickle Squad.
Fancy.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. Nice call him out. I want to call out Sebastian with Family Dentist of Palm Beach and Lake Worth Beach. He stepped up, and they're going to get me in today to do my x-ray.
Oh, good.
Remember that? I was having the tooth pain, and I can just tell as the days go on that aspirin, all that stuff, and I hate taking the aspirin too. I'm not a fan of doing it, but if I don't, then I can't even focus with the tooth pain. So I'm going to get that today and figure out if I need that root canal. So thank you to him for doing that. Also want to call out my amazing in-laws who are en route to the airport with my 2 daughters and taking them to Aruba, all expenses paid.
Wow.
Appreciate what you're doing for us. And also call them out for Axum in Port St. Lucie. They were amazing, and we had so much fun for my husband's birthday and Father's Day party. They teach you how to throw axes, and they have you play fun games.
Sounds fun.
Yeah. So there you go.
I got to call out the great people who live in the Stewart area of Florida. Me and Denny's were up there on Friday, and they showed us and told us about all these great pizza places. So I tried some awesome pizza places. The one I had, they cut it in squares. It's called... I don't want to. Yeah, it's every time I say it, no, it sounds like Pussy Yetis or something like that.
What?
Or that's why I'm trying to not.
Maybe don't say it.
Okay, it's up there.
Maybe don't say it.
Up in Stuart, I struggled with it saying on social media too, but it was delicious pizza.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you for that. Okay.
Are you okay?
No.
No.
I gotta call out. You know, the people that own this building were so kind. Axel and his family that own this building.
He's a great guy.
When we were raising money for the Bahamas a couple of years ago after Hurricane Dorian, they stepped up and made a large donation. And he saw me in the parking lot on Friday and said he wants to make another donation to Little Smiles.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
He's
Isn't
a
that
great guy.
awesome? Mm-hmm. I love it. So thank you to our building owners. You guys are cool.
Yeah, and I think your pizza place is Pistachios.
Thank you. It is Pistachios, and it was delicious.
You were just saying it wrong.
We actually had We went to 2 different places.
Okay.
Yeah, Pistachios, and then we also went to Denny's. What was the other place called? I can't. It was also good. Great story, Bird. I have none of the details, and I think I just got us fined.
What other place did you go to? Was it also named after a body part on a woman?
No, it wasn't.
Booby's Pizza? It's right next to Pistachios.
I probably should have stayed home. I don't know why I came in.
I'm having fun.
Oh, yeah. No, it's just fun to watch.
Glad you're here.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought this is kind of fun, too. This is an email we got from Morgan in Port St. Lucie. He said, I listen to the podcast of every single episode every single day, and somehow my podcast app started playing this on slow, and I just couldn't stop laughing at how drunk y'all sound when the audio is slowed down on your podcasts. Do we sound that hammered in this? Here too often, but I still love Prince's Raspberry Beret.
Oh, that's a great one.
Remember that song? Michael Jackson's Human Nature.
Yeah, that's a great one, too.
Why?
We sound high and drunk.
We do. That's a cocktail.
It's a cocktail.
Yeah, that's a great one, too.
We only like to mess with depressants, though. There's nothing there stimulating.
No,
Why? Tell her that it's human nature. Why? Why? I like doing it that way. Yeah, she did me that way.
Drunk duet.
We've actually sounded like that before. That's not that far off.
Wow.
We've been in Ubers and sounded like that.
Yeah.
Because we love to sing on the Uber ride home from the bar.
I'll tell you who does not like it.
the driver.
Oh, man, that's some pretty good stuff. Thank you, Morgan.
Oh, that's a great one.
Remember that song?
Virginia sounds like a 90-year-old hammered old woman.
Yeah, well, one day that'll be real.
Oh, man, that's fun.
The good Lord willing.
Why? Tell her that it's human nature. Why? Why?
Wow. Okay, thank you, Morgan.
Is it bad that makes me want to drink and sing?
I want to turn this Monday into a Friday so bad.
It's so fun.
She said I've been listening since 5th grade, since Magnolia, before she was even around. Feel like you guys are family. Well, you are family, Morgan. Thank you very much.
We love you, Morgan. That's funny.
That's amazing.
Yep, that is really good stuff. All right, fun little game, little kid or drunk adult. We all do dumb things. Sometimes we're little kids when we do it. Other times we're drunk adults. You might remember the fun mic drop that we got from a dude named Luke last week. He's the one that said,
I ran into a barbed wire fence chasing a rabbit.
You see, you could get me again with that one because I can't remember if he was a drunk adult or a little kid.
And you should play that clip, I think, every Monday.
it is kind of confusing.
So, yeah, I was a little kid.
Oh, he's a little kid.
Little kid.
Yeah.
He's the mascot for this bit.
Yeah. He's pretty good. Luke is pretty good. Well, he's back again this week. He's got another one here for us.
He's got another one?
Yeah, Luke has got another one here for us. So you got to try to guess, was he a little kid or a drunk adult here?
Me and my friends stole the road flattener that they use in construction and ran it into a tree and almost flipped it.
My man's always running into something.
Dang.
He's just terrible sense of collision. This poor Luke. What do you think? Little kid or drunk adult? What are you going with Luke on this one?
It feels like little kid.
I'm going to go drunk adult.
I think I'm going to go drunk adult as well. Okay, what were you, Luke?
We were drunk adults. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I feel like he's got more in the tank.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy's got stories galore.
Yeah, I'd like to get another one if we can from Luke next week.
I ran into a barbed wire fence chasing a rabbit.
Yeah. You're a star, Luke. You're a star. There's no doubt about it. Okay, we got another one here. Little kid or drunk adult. What do you think about with Annette?
All right, so I took a diaper full of poo and smacked my brother right in the head with it.
Oh, my gosh.
A diaper full of poo? I mean, it feels like little kid, right?
Feels like little kid.
Yeah, I would say that as well.
But is that how she's tricking us?
I don't know.
It's a diaper.
I mean, I can also see a drunk mad person do that.
Totally.
A madcap of sorts.
Okay. What do you? What's your final vote, Virginia?
Gosh, this one has me twisted. I'm going to go little kid.
Little kid.
Okay, I'm going to stick with little kid.
I was a drunk adult.
Damn it.
Oh.
My brother had his newborn baby over, and for some reason, he kept talking to me about my political beliefs, and I was hammered on this, like, really cheap rum. And finally, I had enough of his attitude, so I took his son's loaded diaper that he had left on the kitchen counter and smacked him right in the head with it. It was really messy.
Wow. Okay.
If it's your place, did you really win? Because then you have to clean up crap.
Right, yeah. I don't know if they played it well. Okay, Jaber and I tied at 1 apiece here. Third and final one here. Little kid or drunk adult from Jacob.
I walked up to a cop and gave him a bag of my brother's weed.
Oh, wow. I walked up to a cop and gave him a bag of my brother's weed. Was he a little kid or a drunk adult?
Can you get arrested for that? Because, I mean, if you're in possession of it.
Well, you definitely don't get a high five.
Unless you're a little kid, and that's why I think he was a little kid.
You're going little kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going little kid as well.
I'm going little kid.
Okay. Was he a little kid or a drunk adult?
I was like 9, and my older brother was 15, and I actually saw him smoke a little bit of his weed and then hide the blunt in his drawer. And I was so mad that he was doing drugs that the next day I actually took his weed and I gave it to the officer that worked on our campus. He ended up getting in big trouble.
Wow.
Whoa.
Dang, he ratted out his brother.
He did.
He brought the drugs to school and gave it to the cops.
Dang.
Oh, that's tough.
He didn't even go to the parents. He went right to the fuzz.
Wow.
And we got to sit this kid down. What are you doing?
We're not raising no rat.
Yeah.
Family first, bruh.
Wow.
Damn.
Okay, well, if you've got a story for a little kid or drunk adult, you can use the mic drop feature on the free 97.9 WRMF app. You download it, you register, you listen, you win, and you can play along coming up next week. Okay, raise your hand poll here. Everybody in the studio will raise your hand if this applies to you. I'll give you the percentages. If you're listening on the radio, you'll know that. If you're watching on KVJ TV, you'll know who said yes to what. And then on the After the Show podcast today, we'll get some updates on this. Okay, we got myself, Virginia, Jaybird, Denny's, and Suits. All right, raise your hand if you have blamed a fart on someone else. Raise your hand if that has happened. Okay, that is 100%. We all do that. Probably more than once. Some people are raising their hand twice.
That's just protection, bruh.
Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry.
Okay. Raise your hand if you know someone who is currently cheating on their significant other. Okay, got one hand up, 20% of the KVJ show. That applies to.
I mean, what? What are you looking at?
I'm just trying to think if I know anybody who is.
I mean, don't have to be good friends with them, but you know that they're cheating. That's the question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody you know, they're cheating on their significant other. Okay. All right, raise your hand if you've ever gone through a significant other's phone without them knowing. Raise your hand. Okay, we've got one hand up, 20%.
Boy, I wonder who that person is.
The only honest person in here, because the others are lying.
Get out of here. No way. I am telling the hunt. I'm 110%. I'm not trying to run the game here, but.
Hey, you know the game, right?
Okay, raise your hand if you've ever been carried out of a bar from drinking too much. Okay, carried out of a bar for drinking too much.
Carried out, kicked out, asked to leave.
Yeah, kicked out, carried out, a little bit different. This has got to be
carried out's
carried.
different.
Yeah, this is you are carried out of the bar, not kicked out of the bar.
Carried out by the bouncer, which is kind of kicked out.
I've been choke slammed out of a bar.
I've been thrown out of a bar.
Okay. All right, 60% of the show on that one. Okay, raise your hand if you believe another member of the show is a narcissist. And what is that? Just what is like our technical definition of a narcissist?
Give it to us. Is it like a self-absorbed?
Self-absorbed,
only care about themselves.
Yes, above all else.
I gotta find it. It says a person who has an excessive interest in or admiration of themselves. Okay. All right, raise your hand if you think that somebody on the KVJ show is that. Okay. Nobody is raising their hand.
I know.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm probably the closest we've got, but I'm not.
Yeah, you just like to you do maintenance on your body with the Botox and stuff, but that's really you're pretty self-deprecating.
If only it stopped at the Botox.
Yeah, I don't.
You don't like flex ego or anything.
I don't think any of us think we're cool.
Right.
No, we're not over here talking about how we're the best.
No, in fact, I know I'm quite the opposite.
Shell of a man.
Okay. All right.
Barely hanging on.
All right. In fact, Virginia, I believe, has actually gotten another procedure done. Take a look at her face, Jaber. What did Virginia have worked on?
I love this game. All right, hold on.
So, I have before and after pictures. I have everything to show you, and so you can maybe put it together better with the before and after.
I need you look at me. I need more. The whole face. No, you're giving your profile. There you go. And stop making that crazy face.
What do you think she's had worked on? If you're watching right now, if you're watching on KVJ TV.
Something right here by the eyes and cheekbone
Under
area.
her eyes?
Yeah. Somewhere.
That's your vote, under the eyes?
Somewhere, yeah. With the cheekbone to the eyeball is where we're talking about. Something with the cheeks.
You're pretty close and good. So here is the before and after of my under eye.
It's the bags.
They filled in my under eye bags.
You can't even tell.
They filled in your under eye bags. Okay.
So there's a procedure now.
Oh, yeah.
Where you can go.
Yeah, show that on camera.
Big difference.
You can go and you can have under your eyes, like if it's dark or if it's kind of a little sunken or you just always look tired. They can now put stuff under there and make them not look like puffy or discolored anymore.
What stuff?
So it's pretty crazy. They put a needle, like a little catheter needle, and then they shoot this like filler, like Restylane,
like cream,
Juvederm. No, not cream. You're not a donut. They're not putting Boston cream
in there.
up there.
Boston cream, Virginia.
It's not Boston cream.
I'm trying to relate here.
But yeah, it lasts for like almost a year too. They say it's like $1,500. But I think it's worth it.
I was always raised, you trust a person, a man or a woman, with bags underneath their eyes. That means they're living the truth.
I don't know. Look at the big difference.
Yeah.
I went from looking tired to looking refreshed.
I do notice in both pictures the hair's different and there's different lipstick as well.
But you're not looking at the lips. Look at the eyes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I love it.
Very nice.
Yeah, I love it.
You look beautiful and young and awesome. And I love your dirt.
What an ass kid.
What are you talking
about?
I'm going to post these up on Facebook too.
Okay. Check that out.
I can't wait.
See Virginia.
I went to the Aqua Plastic Surgery Center where they do all my Botox.
Okay.
I love it.
There you go. Well, if you want to get your eye bags filled in.
A lot of girls have this.
Okay.
She wants to keep talking about it.
I know she does.
I just love it.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
A 38-year-old Omar Wright was at a Starbucks drive-thru in Miami Gardens last Wednesday, and apparently he wanted some cream cheese.
Ooh.
And I guess there was some kind of problem. I'm not sure how we escalated so quickly from wanting cream cheese to him waving a gun around, but that's where we got pretty fast. The girl working the drive-thru there at the Starbucks just happened to be the daughter of the Miami Gardens police chief.
Oh.
Yeah, go figure. And another worker got Omar's license plate, so it was pretty easy for them to track this guy down and fast. Now, he claims that it didn't happen the way they said, even though there's a security camera showing the whole thing on video, and it did pretty much happen exactly how they said it did.
Multiple barista witnesses.
Yes. Well, after he posted bond on Saturday, Omar was walking out of jail when a reporter asked him to comment, and this is basically what he had to say.
Let me tell you something. Stop doing that. Stop telling lies, bro. Stop telling lies, bro. You heard what I just told you, right?
Yeah.
Always go to Dunkin' Donuts, never Starbucks, okay?
Of course she was upset. Of course she was crying. And I had to go into mom mode. It wasn't about law enforcement anymore. It was about being a mother.
Oh, well, there you go.
Is that guy, he's picking a side with Dunkin'?
That's it, because this happened in a Starbucks, so he says...
Always go to Dunkin' Donuts, never Starbucks, okay?
Okay, there
All right,
you go.
I think you should use that in your commercials.
There you go. Like I said, you got your new endorser here, Omar Wright.
That is awesome. That's what he told the reporter.
Yeah, that's what he told the reporter. Yes. Always go to Dunkin' Donuts, never Starbucks. He's still facing charges for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
I mean, are you're happy if you're Dunkin'? Are you happy with that?
I don't know if you want Omar on your team.
But a plug's a plug.
A plug is a plug. There's another guy that just went off the handles. A Colorado man got arrested after going on a tractor rampage last week.
Ooh.
He got on this tractor, rammed into several vehicles, including a police cruiser.
Why?
I don't know what got this guy ticked off to this point, but he also wound up driving the tractor into his father's house.
Oh, my.
At what point he jumped out and tried to light the house on fire. So this guy really lost it. He's now facing at least 11 different charges. So there you go. That's a little bit crazy.
It's insanity.
Yeah, it is insanity.
My mind's still with the cream cheese story.
Oh, I know. I hear you.
Always go to Dunkin' Donuts, never Starbucks, okay?
There you go.
I mean, you should use that in your spot.
I will.
It's a bumper.
It's good stuff. I will.
Sums it all up. There's a guy in California got arrested for stealing 42,000 pounds of pistachios recently.
Wow. How do you get that much?
Yeah, the whole caper that was going on, the authorities are calling it an illegal pistachio operation, and apparently his plan was to get these pistachios and then move them into smaller bags and resell them.
I gotta tell you, this pistachio game, it's very expensive. You could rack up some pretty good charges.
But then you're selling black market pistachios.
Well, the ones
Who do you sell them to? I'm not going to buy pistachios out of a guy's trunk.
I would. The ones. Well, I buy the big bag for $12.
Are you getting shelled or unshelled?
Yeah, I'm getting shelled.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm getting
Okay.
shelled. If someone was in a parking lot and they were packaged,
and
they were half price, I'm buying that person out. That's how expensive pistachios are, dog.
Yeah.
I'm in the game.
If you buy them out of a trunk, please buy them unshelled. I don't want people touching your pistachios out of a trunk.
No, they would probably sell the brand kind already in a package just at a discounted rate, I'd imagine.
I don't know. It sounds like he stole them in bulk.
Yeah, and then he's going to move them to smaller bags. So unless he actually had the bags with the name brand on it, he probably is just moving them into Ziploc.
That's gross,
All
dude.
right, we're not doing that.
I don't want you eating. Okay. He's knuckled all over these nuts.
Right.
Don't get it twisted. I'm not buying those kind of gross nuts.
Yeah.
No, we don't need you eating knuckled nuts.
Mm-hmm. There's a guy that got pulled over in Texas earlier this month for driving erratically. They say that he couldn't concentrate on what the authorities were saying, and there was a reason for that. It's because he was holding a full beer, but he concentrated a little bit better after he handed it to the cop.
Well, you can hear better when you put your drink down.
Yeah, he's like, I can't even focus. Here, will you hold my beer?
That's true.
Yeah, so he did focus a little bit more when they said you are arrested, so he did understand that a little bit more, simply because the cop was holding his full beer. So.
You can also see better when you turn the radio down.
Yes, you
I've
can.
done that in my car.
Every time I turn it down, I can't find where I'm going.
Yeah. There's a family that was headed from Naples to Orlando for a volleyball tournament over the weekend. They're driving on I-75 when they saw a man reading a book while at the wheel of a Tesla that was going 70 miles per hour.
I've heard of people doing this, and they say that they do this because it's a self-driving car.
Yeah.
But aren't you supposed to still be, actively involved in the driving?
Yeah, Tesla's own owner's manual will tell you never depend on these components to keep you safe, so you're still supposed to be focused on the road, not on your best-selling novel. So, but yeah, it made for a fun viral video, though.
Ay, ay, ay.
There's a guy named Chris Williamson who woke up really excited. He put $20 into cryptocurrency called Rocket Bunny, and when he woke up last week, he looked at his account and saw it was now worth more than $1 $1.4 trillion.
Is that an adult? Is that an adult toy?
No, it's cryptocurrency.
It's not the different. It's a different kind of rocket bunny.
Yes, you put this a different place.
So how did he make so much so quick?
Well, he found out after his excitement subsided that it was just a glitch.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but can you imagine, boy, for a couple of minutes, you probably were ecstatic.
Is that the worst moment of your life? Just about you think you win all this money and then it's taken away from you instantly?
It's pretty tough.
It's the worst moment of your life after you call your boss and tell him to kiss it. And then you've made calls to 10 people, tell them to kiss your tuchus, and then you realize that, yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
The rocket bunny glitch got me.
Rocket bunny did me in. If that doesn't sound good to you, how about this? Steve-O, for the last 2 years, has been working on a homemade Sasquatch suit made entirely of pubic hair.
Now that's amazing.
That's
dedication.
That's commitment.
Yeah,
that's a COVID project.
Now, Steve-O says that since he can't produce enough body hair himself, he made a post asking for volunteers, and he held kind of like what was a pube shaving party last Thursday. The rules were you had to be a dude over the age of 18. You had to bring your own razor. And apparently he was taking it from armpits, crotches, even the behind.
Wow.
And he was filling up plastic bags to work on his Sasquatch suit.
It's a good bit. I know it's not going to be for everybody. It's a bit crass.
Yes.
But
it's amazing.
It's solid, man.
That's pretty amazing.
So you wonder what jackasses Steve-O's doing with his spare time.
It's creative, it's funny, it's edgy. Steve-O has not slowed down.
It's his brand of comedy.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Hats off, Steve-O.
Okay. So what do you think? Is this actually a helpful boss or a chauvinist pig? We got this email about how really to get more tips if you're in the service industry. The email says, I've been working as a waitress for 2 months. I like the job and it's going pretty well, but talking to other waitresses, I'm not getting nearly the tips that they are, and it's been bugging me. So I went to my boss to talk about it, and he told me that, well, honestly, hotter women get bigger tips. And he said you could get more tips and work with what you got. So he said just do a couple simple things. One, smile more. It's easy. It'll help you with the tips. He said make direct eye contact with men, especially if you can tell which one is likely going to be paying the bill. He said, too, go a step further. If you want a bigger tip, just kind of casually touch the guy on the arm or the hand when it's possible. Well, to me, this is when it started to sound a little awkward. Then he suggested that I should unbutton a couple of buttons on my shirt to show a little bit more cleavage and maybe get a bra or two that is a little bit more transparent. And then he thought that I could get a new hairstylist. Okay, now it got insulting. Well, much of this is a little offensive, and I'm not really sure how to take it. Is he right, or is my boss a chauvinist pig?
I mean, can it be both?
Yeah.
I
guess.
He's a pig, but we could touch up the hair.
Yeah.
He's a pig, but he's right.
Look, I mean, there's definitely a philosophy. Some people believe if you're a little bit flirty, you get more tips. Now, not everyone follows that philosophy. Yeah. Does it work? You'll get a lot of people that says it probably works.
It works.
It works.
It does.
I will tell you where we are set right now. There is something about how we're wired and human sexuality that is not going to change even through a PC culture. Now, if you start to verbalize those things that tap into our true human natures a lot of times, that, yeah, maybe with some guys or a lot of guys could result in a larger tip, you're going to sound like a chauvinist pig. And you really can't verbalize those things anymore, even if they're 100% true.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that always has to be, you always have to do that stuff to get bigger tips. No. I just know for some people, that is part of their whole shtick, and it works for them. So, look.
I will tell you honestly that I think you need to go with what is natural for you. I've had, people, guys and girls, and it wasn't anything that they did that was sexual, but they just had a bubbly personality. And to me, okay, maybe I'm just at a different place in life, but to me, that warrants a bigger tip. Somebody that's personable and has a bubbly personality, rather than somebody that's, playing to a sexual nature.
If you are a waitress or a waiter, and you are speaking to the opposite sex or whatever sex they find attractive, depending on which way you flow, if you're flirty and you act like you're happy to be hanging out and talking to this person, yeah, you're gonna have a better experience. Happy, and I'm happy to be waiting on you, Kevin.
Yes.
And she lets you know.
Yeah.
She's happy to be waiting on you, and she's enjoying her time talking to you. That makes you, as a man or as a woman, feel good.
There is something about the whole, especially if you're waiting on people. I mean, that's what they taught us when I worked at the golf course. You want to be upbeat. You want to be helpful to the person they're spending money. So yeah, you do smile. Who wants to be around a grumpy server?
Yeah.
Why do you want? That's just 101.
When I first learned cocktail waitressing and bartending in Baton Rouge, when I was at LSU, the girl that made the most money at the bar was the one that wore the lowest top and leaned over the most and touched customers and talked to them like they were the only person in the room. And she would be juggling like 8 different guys at the bar, and all of them were in love with her. And she juggled them like it was a dance.
And there's going to be some people who listening to this, they're going to get very mad. Oh, no, it shouldn't be that way. Look, I get it. I don't know what to tell you. It's just part of the way Earth is made. I don't know.
There was plenty of girls that don't play the game. There's plenty of girls that don't flirt, that don't do any of that. And if that's the way you want to go with it, you're perfectly fine to do that.
Yes.
But don't be mad when the girl who leans over and touches guys and really gets personal with them, she's going to make more money because guys love that.
Yeah, and I think if you're in a relationship and your partner's not okay with you flirting with customers, I think you need to reel that in and not do that, because I think that's disrespectful.
Totally.
I do think you can be bubbly and not sexual or flirty. You can have a good attitude and make it a good experience, and I think you will get a good tip. Not all the time. Of course, there'll be some drunk, horny guy. Oh, yeah, here's $30.
Some of the texts that came in said, I've worked at restaurants and bars since I was 12 as a female and 100% make more money in a cute summer dress behind the bar than in jeans, and that's just a fact.
It's true.
Don't hate the player. You have to hate the game.
Hate the game. Yeah. You know, if you want to hate it at all, or maybe just take advantage of the system.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But we're not telling y'all to go buy new bras. That's what we're saying.
If you don't want it, don't do it. But I'm just telling you from my own personal experience and watching it shake down, that girl that knew what she was doing made triple what the rest of us made.
Yeah. And she's got to probably deal with a lot of creepos, too.
Yes.
There's the other thing. That's the other side of it, because some guys are going to see you be flirty and nice, or guy or girl, whatever you're into. They're going to see that, and they're going to take that as...
She likes me.
She likes me. That's why you can't do that stuff in a relationship, unless you're both okay with that.
So was this boss right? Is he a chauvinist pig? Is he both? One text says he is a pig. I would turn his ass in. Excuse me. I know someone that has worked in the service industry, and they can do everything and still not get a tip, and not that disgusting crap that he's suggesting.
Yeah, you can't say that stuff to an employee. 2021?
Yeah, as a dude, you really shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, you can't do it.
You shouldn't.
But I think there are a lot of things that don't really necessarily play on the sexual that really can up the level of tips that you get. Just even the smiling, being personable.
Yes.
Knowing somebody's name and using it and trying to get that, connection. I think that there are other ways to do it where you're not having to, where he started talking about the cleavage and the brawls.
He's an idiot.
That went too far. That went too far.
Absolutely, yeah. But the first part of it seemed all right.
Well, smiling, that's a universal thing.
Yeah.
Guy or girl, if you want your server or who's ever waiting on you to be cool, man, there's nothing worse when you go get something to eat and you feel like they're pissed off at you.
If you think that your server is happy to be waiting on you and enjoying it, yeah, it makes you have a better experience, and you always, at least I always, tip more.
There's no sure shot of getting a high tip, but it does increase your chances.
Yeah. If you come to me and y'all happy, you're going to get more.
I'll throw a couple wine bottles down her throat. She'll be tipping galore right there.
There is nothing better than an awesome bartender, somebody that's really aware. They're great, not only just making a drink, they're awesome with conversation, and they can do a lot of really cool things, like Max Gutierrez. He's a bartender in St. Pete and saved 2 ladies at the bar from being hit up by this creepy customer. And what he did, this is a smart heads-up play, he passed him a note disguised as a receipt. And it said, if this guy's bothering you, put your ponytail on your other shoulder and I will have him removed. He's giving me the creeps. Well, they gave him the nod and moved the ponytail, and Gutierrez went off on this dude, and he said, you need to get the F away from these girls who are clearly not interested in you, and then had him kicked out.
Wow.
Yeah, the girls were impressed and got a photo with him. That went viral, and 200,000 people have liked the tweet.
There's nothing worse than a creeper who just will not back down. The lurker, the one that does not understand. Dude, you're making not only me uncomfortable, but the entire bar.
You're ruining the experience that people are trying to have. They're out trying to enjoy some time, and you're ruining someone else's experience. Stop. This is not about you.
The lurker at the bar. Ugh.
I just feel like some guys don't have that thing that tells you these girls want you to get away from them.
Right.
They just don't have that intuition or that little gut feeling or just whatever it is. They just keep coming.
Mm-hmm.
It is odd.
It's so odd how some guys have it and some guys don't.
Yeah.
Some girls have it and some girls don't.
People have it.
It goes both ways.
The thing I love about this is at the end of the story, it says 4 days after the tweet went viral, this guy walked back into the same bar and they had him kicked back out again. They refused to serve him.
The dude went back?
Yeah, he went back. Same bar, and they're like, sorry, man, we're not serving you a beer.
Yeah, you got to get out of here with that act.
Yeah, you're out.
You're creeping out the female customers.
Mm-hmm. Tick or trick talk. There's a lot of little hacks you can see on the social media platform TikTok, but there's a lot of things that are on there that aren't really true or good. So you just kind of have to know the real from the fake on there. Now, Virginia, you've got a cool little thing you're doing here. Today's my birthday. And so you got these balloons in here. And I'm like, oh, Virginia got helium balloons, but they're not helium balloons at all.
They're not helium balloons. I saw this on TikTok. What you do is you just blow up regular, these are dollar store balloons. And you hang like a 3-foot long piece of string from them.
Okay.
And then you tape them to the ceiling and it looks like helium balloons. Now you can do like, 10 like I did, or you can fill the whole entire room with them and don't have to pay for the helium. Helium's expensive.
Okay.
I learned how to cut a tomato in a special way, like a chefy style of cutting tomatoes on the old TikTok.
You did?
We all got little tricks, Virginia.
How do you cut it?
You slice, kind of like a checkerboard. So you're making a checkerboard on the top.
Yeah.
Of the tomato, and then you go deep about to the middle, and what it does is it creates this big long kind of SOS checkerboard kind of a thing, and then you cut across, and it gives you beautifully diced tomatoes. Very classy.
Really?
Yeah. TikTok. Boom.
Okay. It's a good little tip.
Don't use the hand gestures. Your back hurts.
Yeah, no, I keep doing that.
It's a radio. You don't need the hand gesture.
I saw this one on TikTok as well, and actually even tried it over the weekend. This is apparently a little bit of a trick when it comes to taking a photo. This is apparently from the great and very wise Oprah Winfrey. And apparently what you're supposed to do is it's about how you take a photo and how you wind up smiling. Here's what it says on TikTok.
I was saying cheese. Oprah says when you take photos instead, you should say yeah.
Okay, so say yeah instead of cheese.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's gonna make Virginia's mouth be that big and open again.
I love it.
Yeah, it's supposed to somehow maybe just I'm
gonna take a picture of
you. If you do
Kevin.
the cheese, it's like it's kind of forced. You're really stretching your.
Give me a yeah. 3, 2, 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think of that picture?
I love it.
Look at that. Kind of crushed it.
Okay.
Crushing.
So that is my photo.
You look happy.
You do look happy.
Okay, maybe that's it. Maybe that's the trick. Instead of doing the cheese, which it looks like it's a forced smile, just try to say, yeah.
Thanks, Oprah.
Some of the words coming in the chat room, terrifying.
Oh.
Yeah, other people are just not photogenic. So I don't know if cheese or yeah, or you can say anything you want to say. It's not going to change. Now, tick or trick talk. Can you drink lettuce water and sleep better?
Lettuce water? What, you juice the lettuce?
That's disgusting. That sounds so gnarly.
Basically what it says on TikTok is you just make tea, but instead of using a tea bag, you shove some iceberg lettuce in a cup, you pour hot water on it, and you let it steep for 10 minutes. And then you can add like a peppermint tea bag for taste if you want to. Now, the woman who posted this claims that it works really well, and it's got millions of views on TikTok, but a sleep expert at Columbia University says it sounds like nonsense. And if it works at all, it's probably just a placebo effect, and you're convincing yourself that you're feeling tired and you're not at all.
I don't know, Kevin. Lettuce water sounds medicinal.
I mean, you could go on TikTok and go, so what you want to do is take these tomatoes and just smash them in your forehead, and it helps you at nighttime with your thoughts and sleeping.
What you want to do is rub this cat turd on your face.
Yes.
There are people that will do it. If you're desperate enough, you're going to rub a cat turd on you.
If it's on TikTok, my wife would believe it and she would do it.
Honestly, I'd rub a cat turd on my back right now if someone said it would help.
Yeah, it's healing properties, them cat turds.
Get over here, kitty.
All right, any hacks you want to add into the mix that you've learned or maybe found out were not true on TikTok, you can hit us up, 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763. Coming up here in a couple of minutes, I guess there is a birthday surprise.
Yes. So our boss, Randy, behind the scenes, set up this really cool birthday surprise for you.
This is tough because Kevin doesn't like live on the air surprises. So happy birthday.
I'm excited. We'll see what happens here.
You're going to think this is cool.
This is cool. This is very cool.
It's very cool.
I'm very excited. Hear a bird over there making his noises.
Jay Bird threw his back out, and I think we're lucky he's here at all. But all he's doing during every commercial break is like, oh, ow.
I know.
Why do you keep getting on the floor? Just stay in your chair.
Because when I sit in the chair, I have a Charlie horse the entire time, right? And I have to lay down. If not, I'm in so much pain. I'm trying not to complain.
I'm listening to this. I'm getting a year older. This guy can't even crawl in and out of his chair because of his back. Like, what is this show going to look and sound like in 10 years?
Well, he's aging in dog years. He'll be dead by Christmas.
What's that roar supposed to mean? I was actually getting my back worked on last week, and then this happened. So
you may not want to go back to that guy.
I might not.
Well, today is my birthday, and there is a birthday surprise that is on here.
Yes.
Kind of a random special guest.
Yes. Our boss, Randy, had this awesome idea, and she did all the legwork of setting all of this up for you, so that was cool.
This is straight up Randy.
I don't even know how she would put this thing together because it was just put in front of me who exactly is on the phone.
It's a great idea.
It's a big deal.
Wow.
This is a big deal, Kevin.
This is some important stuff here. Dialing all the way from my hometown in southeastern Ohio, we have the mayor of Logan on.
Wow.
Greg Felter. Wow.
Felter.
How about this? This is like, this is prestige right here.
It's your hometown crew.
Oh my gosh, how you doing, Greg? Or
I'm
Mayor?
doing fine. How about you?
Wow, doing fantastic. I mean, the last time I saw you, you weren't so esteemed. You were at the high school, and now look at you. You're mayor. You're running Logan now.
I'm still not esteemed, buddy.
How about this? This is great. Well, my mom tells me what a great job you were doing running Logan, so congratulations on that.
Well, thank you, but I'm not here to talk about me.
Okay. Oh, boy. Here we go. Well, to give you a little bit of a backstory here, I knew Greg pretty well before he was the mayor of Logan. He was a teacher up at the high school, and I ran with his son, Sean. We were in the same grade.
Yep.
And, so I saw a good bit of Greg. Or Greg saw probably a good bit of me. I'm not sure how much I saw in those days.
Does Greg remember the Conley brothers?
Greg,
No.
Do you remember Mike and Don Conley?
Oh, my golly, I do.
Oh, yeah.
Legends.
Yeah.
Legends.
Yeah.
We've heard lots of stories, Mayor, and we are fascinated.
They're probably all true.
Oh, my gosh. Wow.
Yeah, he knows very well There are a lot of interesting brothers that we had. We had Brian and Scott Cox. Do you remember them, Greg?
Oh, they lived at our house. Yes, I do.
Oh, yeah.
They lived there.
Yeah. Yeah, they were quite an interesting set of brothers.
Mayor, do
yes.
you still go to the pizza crossing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's it. I had seen that. I believe Pizza Crossing was named best pizza in the state of Ohio by USA Today.
Yes, it was.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's that good, Mayor.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good.
Yeah. What would you say? Where is Pete's Crossing still the big hangout in town, or have things kind of changed a little bit since I left?
Well, Pete's Crossing is still the only hangout in town right now because all the things that's going on last year. But yes, they still do a huge business.
Yeah, nice. They do. Yeah, it's still pretty much it. That's fantastic. That's the best place to hang out.
Mayor, we've talked to big-time celebrities in the past, and I've never seen our chat room. I mean, they're going crazy. They can't believe we got you on the air.
We got the mayor of Logan, Ohio.
They're going crazy.
We got the mayor of Logan, Ohio. Well, I'd like to just ask you, Mayor Fraunfelder here, do you have any memory of me from back in high school?
Well, that's what I'm here for. I got a proclamation for you.
Oh, a proclamation? My goodness.
Yes,
okay, what is the proclamation that you're making here?
Well, whereas Kevin Lee Rolston assisted the great Katie Smith in her basketball career, agreeing to sit on the bench and let Katie play. Whereas Kevin Lee Rolston was retained on the basketball team as comic relief, according to the head basketball coach.
Comic relief?
It's not a lie.
Whereas Kevin Lee Rolston acquired a PhD and BS via his radio career without having to ever take a class.
That's true as well.
Whereas Kevin Lee Rolston was a part of a school class that was so ornery that the principal called a teacher's meeting to the school library one day after school, asking the teachers to quit talking about this class. Now, therefore, I, Greg Fraunfelder, mayor of the city of Logan, declare June 21st, 2021, Kevin Rolston Day in the city of Logan, Ohio.
What? Oh, no way!
Are you serious?
Get your own day, Kevin Rolston.
My goodness.
Kevin Rolston Day?
Amazing. That is great.
Wow. You've made it.
Wow. Now that is something.
Finally, some good publicity about this show.
Wow.
Thank you, Porky Pig.
Yeah.
That's all, folks.
Oh, my goodness. How about this?
I'll tell you what, I had help on the first three, but the last one, I know to be a fact. Being a teacher and my son being in your class, that's the truth.
It was the worst class ever.
It was weird.
They were god awful.
Hooligans.
They were a lot of fun.
Well, you might want to brace yourself, Mayor Fraunfelder, because it's our high school reunion this summer. So.
Uh-oh.
Look out. We're coming back, and I'm bringing this proclamation with me. I'm going to prance right into the Pizza Crossing and be like, did you guys miss Kevin Rolston Day? Who are you? And get out. Oh, that's fantastic. Well, say hello to your son, Sean, and everybody back in Logan for me, okay, Mayor?
I will do that.
Thanks so much for coming on. This honestly is the greatest honor of my entire life. It just lets you know where I've been since Logan.
Kevin Rolston Day?
Kevin Rolston Day in Logan, Ohio. Finally.
You've made it, kid.
That is something. That's great. Well, thank you very much.
Happy birthday, kid.
Appreciate it, Mayor. Thanks so much for coming on.
Yep.
Boy,
Thank
how about
you.
that?
That was awesome.
Thank you, Mayor. That is an honor.
I have had a good time doing this.
Oh, so
man,
sweet.
All the good stuff he gets to do. All right, well, thank you very much. How about that?
I love that. That was a great job, Randy.
And Randy got that framed for you. That's a proclamation you can hang on the wall.
Oh, that's definitely
it's
going
like a
someplace
real
important.
deal.
How about that?
I can tell you this, Virginia. I don't got no day. You got a day?
No.
Nope.
Yeah, I got the date really because of nothing admirable, though. Did you? When you kind of break it down,
he run down all the bad things you
there's
did.
really nothing of admiration
He's
in
like,
any
well,
of
so
this.
who's this guy? All right, I guess we'll do some goofy day. We'll write up some fake award.
Yeah.
We'll let these people get out of our lives.
Right, yeah, there you go. All right.
And thank you to Randy.
Thank you, Randy.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is
Awesome.
really amazing. That is one of the greatest gifts I've ever received. Thank you. Well, thank you very much for all the nice birthday well wishes on what is officially Kevin Rolston Day.
Yes.
That is if you're one of the 6,000 people in Logan, Ohio.
I don't know. I think across the country we'll be celebrating.
Okay.
Pockets of people are really digging this new holiday.
Oh, they are, huh? Okay. June 21st now?
I'm getting
At least of this
messages
year?
from my friends on text messages. They're wishing me a happy Kevin Rolston Day. And they want to know when we can start drinking.
Yeah, well, I think right now that's the one thing about Kevin Rolston Day is there's no shame for drinking at any time during the day.
Woohoo!
That is part of what Kevin Rolston Day would be. All day long. And Bird looks like he needs a drink right now.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
How's your back?
People hate when I talk about my back. It's going great.
Okay.
I'm in my prime.
Never looked better, man. Never looked better. So thank you again to Randy and everybody for setting that up. That's a great proclamation. So appreciate that. Let me see other stuff that is going to be going on today. It's the Amazon Prime Day today as well.
That's right.
Yeah. If people are going to be jumping into that, getting stuff. It's also the first day for summer vacation for those Palm Beach County kids.
It's the summer solstice on the first day of summer vacation. So it's technically like the first day of summer.
So that means there's no more school stuff unless you're doing summer school stuff. Teachers are done.
Teachers will have to like clean up their rooms and things like that today, but you know it's light and it's pretty easy. So
I think
nothing too bad.
Our sweet Denny's, his wife did that on Friday.
Nice.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah, kind of get that out of the way. So that's kind of done. And it was confusing because typically June 21st, I remember as a kid growing up, that was always the thing. It was the longest day. It was the first day of summer. So it was always great to have a birthday on that. But then I see for some reason this year, they were saying like June 20th is that day, and now that's the first day of summer. I'm like, wait, when did they switch this?
It changed a lot.
They changed a lot of things. I can't keep up with what's going on. So
I know. Water's good for you. Water's bad for you. Make up our mind.
Make up our mind. Exactly. Well, I didn't realize this. Did you know that tattoos often differ by regions of the country? For instance, Florida gets more yin and yang tattoos than anything else.
Really?
I was kind of surprised by that, too.
Who gets the most barbed wire? Jersey?
Barbed wire bicep all day.
I feel like that's got to be Jersey, right?
It's got to be.
It was something like Indiana. There was a state that had that. That was their thing, that they got, the barbed wire tattoo more than anybody else got it. And it was, I think it's Illinois, not Indiana, Illinois. For some reason, Indiana's getting a sheep tattoo. Like, do you really want to get a sheep tattoo, Indiana?
It's a popular tattoo?
It's odd.
A sheep tattoo?
Okay.
They say Georgia gets the dolphin tattoo the most. That is the top tattoo in Georgia. Kentucky gets more Disney tattoos than anything else. Louisiana, Virginia gets more what kind of tattoos?
Crawfish eyes.
There would be a couple you could do for
Fleur-de-lis.
Louisiana. Yeah, the
Fleur-de-lis.
or Saints tattoos. Yeah,
Saints. Yes.
That's what they get most there.
I should have got that.
Oklahoma gets no regrets.
No regrets.
No regrets. For some reason, New Mexico gets Shia LaBeouf tattoos.
What?
That doesn't make any sense.
Why are you getting Shia LaBeouf tattoos?
Doesn't make any sense.
That doesn't make any sense either. They say Utah gets tattoo eyeliner more than anybody else, while Nebraska gets more finger tattoos than anybody else. So I don't know. Feels a little off to me.
If Rolston had to get a tattoo, what would you get? Someone forced you to get it.
Probably go Blocko for Ohio State.
Okay. You can live with that.
Yeah.
And where would you put it?
Probably on my shoulder.
They say it's either cheek or pelvic area. Where do you go?
We're talking butt cheek?
We're talking butt cheek.
Cheek or pelvic area?
Yeah. But the one
what do you mean? Isn't that kind of the same?
Well,
no, butt cheek or by your D.
That's kind of what I'm saying. But the one by the D is
you
small.
pick front or back on your private.
But the one in front's really small. The one on the back it's basically both cheeks.
I'd go butt cheek.
It's gonna be your whole ass.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Thank you for playing my game on your birthday.
Yeah. All right, we got an After the Show podcast going to be coming up on YouTube. You can watch that as we get into it. Maybe we'll crack into this vodka and tequila tree that we got over here.
Yeah, it's a new kind of plant. That plant actually grows little mini bottles of vodka and tequila. It's awesome.
Oh, it's the best thing ever. I think it's absolutely fantastic. It's about time that we get one of these things around here.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll crack into that.
For thought of the day, I thought maybe, I was going to see what the witch thought, but I kind of wanted to sing happy birthday to Kevin.
I love it.
And maybe a little beatbox from you?
From me or from you?
Daddy's getting here and help sing. 1, a 2, a 3, a 4.
Happy birthday to you.
Cha-cha-cha.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kevin. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, that was amazing. Thank you. Thank you. That was great.
You're the best beatboxer.
Yeah.
You always have to drop it.
I wanted you to do it. I was kind of setting you up to fail.
That's just how he operates.
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.